If it's classic country, then you heard it on KSLI.
By 1280 Classic Country.
You're listening to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op. Now, back to the court with Matt McGraw on 1280 AM KSLI.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome in. As you hear, it's time for Wylie Volleyball, and welcome inside of Cooper Cougar Gym. Your Wylie Volleyball team, a road game, but a road game right here in our own city as we continue to develop, and it's developing, let me tell you, it's developing fast. And that is a rivalry, a true and natural rivalry between now two different high schools in Abilene. We're, of course, talking about Cooper High School and Wylie High School. They're calling it the Southtown Showdown. Makes a lot of sense. Not a crosstown showdown, but this is the Southtown Showdown. That hashtag trending as we tweeted that. Our company bringing you this game, Bulldogs Live Online. If you're new to this broadcast, just happen to be flipping through, man, you're going to hear an awesome atmosphere tonight as it's the rematch, the second of two volleyball meetings with district stakes and a just large amount riding on each and every game. These are not non-district. These count so much towards playoffs and distancing yourselves in the standings. But our Twitter, Bulldogs Live Online, we are on we got the social media covered. You can follow us on Twitter, and we're Bulldogs Live Online, so our handle is at BDogs Live Online. So follow us. You can tweet at us right there at BDogs Live Online. Send out the first tweet when we got to Cougar Gym. It's right there. And with that hashtag Southtown Showdown. And there's a lot on the line, not just bragging rights in the city, because Wylie, these girls would love to know that they beat Cooper both times. That would be big. But also even more than that, even more than having that sweep over your Southtown rival, third place is up for grabs tonight versus fourth place. Both of these teams have clinched. They are going to the postseason, to the 5A volleyball playoffs. So the first season for Wylie Volleyball as a Class 5A team, they're going to the postseason. But they want to go as high a seed as possible because the other district that Wylie's district is matching up with, Wylie and Cooper are about to play a District 4 5A, again 5A, but District number 4 5A. And the way the first round of the playoffs go is just the adjoining districts face off against each other. So 1 5A plays 2 5A, and for Wylie, that means as Wylie a 4 5A, they're going to match up with 3 5A, going to play 4 5A in that first round, that 5-district round. The champion, the district champ of that other district, is Canyon Randall. And Canyon Randall's volleyball team is ranked number 1 in the state in Class 5A volleyball, undefeated, have not been beat. So you don't really want to play them. Naturally, you want to, and that's to the fourth place team, the fourth place finisher out of this district, whether it's Wylie or Cooper, is going to have to draw right off the bat number 1 ranked Canyon Randall. And the other one, no cakewalk. Certainly the second place team, they already know the top 2 teams from that district is Amarillo High. And they're also very good. They're ranked as well in the top 25, but number 15. And that's a big deal, of course, because Amarillo High has also been beat. And even though they've got a ton of tradition, Amarillo plays incredible volleyball. A lot of those panhandle schools, the Panhandle, really good at girls volleyball and girls basketball. Just don't mess around with the Panhandle. But that is there's a big difference there because, okay, Amarillo High, Amarillo is ranked number 15 in the state, but Wylie has played teams ranked higher than that in 5A, right in their own district. And, of course, we're talking about Wichita Falls Ryder, who Wylie just got done playing this past Friday, lost to Wichita Falls Ryder, and Aledo. Both those schools were higher ranked. Now, Aledo's actually fallen in the rankings, but at the time higher ranked. They were in the top 10 as opposed to number 15 Amarillo High. So it's still a tough draw regardless, but it's much better. You want to be third. You want to play Amarillo High in that first round because you at least got a chance in that one. I just don't think either of these two teams, Wylie or Cooper, I mean, it's going to be decided on the court, but I'd highly doubt that Wylie or Cooper could hang with number 1 Canyon Randall. So that is huge. And so what happens now is, here, let me lay it out for you. Here's your district standings because Wylie is currently in third place right now and up one game on Cooper. Cooper's in fourth. But notice I said one game. There is no separation in the standings in the sense that a win by Cooper and the two teams would be tied. The records, in case you're wondering, Wylie is 3-4 in district. You're only going to play eight district games. So Wylie's record after 7 is 3-4. Cooper comes in 2-5. But again, that's connected in the standings, meaning Cooper knocks off Wylie, then they're both 3-5. Wylie loses, the 3-4 becomes 3-5. Cooper finishes at 3-5 as well in district. And then no one holds the tiebreaker, because the first tiebreaker is head-to-head, and they would have split, because Wylie did beat Cooper in the first meeting, but if Cooper knocks Wylie off, then there'd be a split. So that's what's on the line. Wylie could potentially still fall to fourth place. Now, if they lose tonight, so they're tied, they would play again, most likely. Now, there's still this scenario that they would just flip a coin flip to decide the seeding, but most likely, if they finish tied, if Wylie loses at Cougar Gym and they finish tied for third, to decide who's third and who's fourth, they would play one more game. Now, not tonight, but most likely Friday or Saturday of this week, Wylie and Cooper would play again. And now, that would be awesome. It'd be cool to have two Wylie-Cooper volleyball games in 1 week. And most likely, we being our company, Bulldogs Live Online, would put both of those games on. We're about to bring you the Game 2 of the South Mountain Showdown. And so, but while that sounds cool, that means Wylie would lose tonight. And I just don't think there's any Wylie volleyball fans that want to see that happen. There's a ton of them that are here that have made, obviously, the short trip right here in Abilene to Cougar Gym. But there might be some of y'all listening from around the nation. We know there's grandparents in other states listening at BulldogsLiveOnline.com. That's where we're streaming audio at BulldogsLiveOnline.com. So that's the only thing. While it'd be cool to have two games, that you kind of want Wylie to win. I know I do. We hate to call Wylie losses. And the fact that if Wylie wins, they control their own destiny. Just told you, Wylie wins, and they are third. They lock up and clinch, if you will. They clinch the 3 seed because they'd be 4-4. And that would also be cool to know that you finish straight up 500 in a very tough district in 5A your first year. Be nice to be 4-4. They would drop Cooper to 2-6 if Wylie gets the win. But again, there's a lot to play for, naturally, and I expect Cooper to play incredible tonight, sparked by their home crowd here at Cougar Gym and a lot of students in the CHS student section, the Cooper student section. A lot of Wylie students as well. They did wise. They actually separated them. You said, well, aren't they on two separate sides of the floor? No, they're not. They've done some renovations here at Cougar Gym, AISD. They've made the floor look really nice. The stands have been replaced. They're nice, and it's big. But they got a big student section, so they put it on Wylie's side. But they make sure the Wylie students who did come, they're on one far side of the stands, and the Cooper section, or Cooper Cougar, is on the other side of the stands. But again, a win for Wylie, and you do not play Canyon Randall. You take your chances with Amarillo High, and you feel much better about your chance to win in the playoffs. Get that first playoff win, and you get that first one. You never know what can build from that. We've seen Wylie now, of course, different class back when Wylie was 3A and 3A became 4A, but we've seen some Wylie teams, maybe even not the ones that you expect in different sports. We know we've seen the teams we expect go on deep runs, but sometimes we've seen Wylie teams just get a win and get it really going. And so that's what we're saying. Wylie knows what time of the year it is. It's almost Halloween, right? It's almost November. You want to be playing your best volleyball come that month, and certainly late October, because it's almost playoff time. The playoffs start in a week, pretty much 1 week from tonight. There's always the chance that actually start in 6 days. They could start on Monday, as the window for that first playoff game is next Monday or next Tuesday. We're, of course, talking about October 29th or October 30th. It'd be one of those late October days, and Wylie, they're going. But they certainly want to know that they'll be playing Amarillo High rather than, as we said, the team that finishes fourth. And I don't want to say the loser, because I already told you if Wylie loses, it's not necessarily that they do play Canyon Randall. But that is who awaits the fourth place team, is Canyon Randall. And again, Canyon's volleyball team, or Canyon Randall, as there's a Canyon High as well. but they're ranked number 1, have not lost a single volleyball game this season. So I'm excited about this one. In the first meeting back a couple weeks ago at Bulldog Gym over on Antley Road. Of course, we're now at Cougar Gym on sales pretty much. And so in the first meeting, it went the distance, being that it went 5 sets, and it played out as the team kind of just exchanged blows, exchanged punches, but it played out that Wylie won game 1. Cooper comes back, takes game 2. Wylie wins game 3. The Lady Cougs win game 4. And then Wylie in that 5th set did win in 5 and defeats Cooper in a great, thrilling match. So I'm excited again about this one that's about to head your way. There was just a few festivities, some senior introductions for the Cooper Cougars. And that's why I think it was supposed to start at 6. We're just a little bit delayed, but not much. This game going to probably head your way in about 8 minutes, I bet, when we'll have our first serve. But we'll go ahead and take our break here in the pregame show. They'll probably have the national anthem, a few introductions, and when we come back out of the break, it'll be time to serve it up in the Southtown Showdown. It's the Cooper Lady Cougars and your Wylie Lady Bulldogs, a district matchup about to happen. You're listening to Wylie Lady Bulldogs Volleyball. Again, we're presented this season by Dr. Pepper. So thank you so much to our friends at Dr. Pepper for presenting this broadcast of Wylie Volleyball. We'll be back with more of the action on 1280 KSLI.
Hey there.
Hey there.
My son's going to help me.
Come to help me.
Yep, it's the copy game.
Copy game.
I could say anything right now, and he'd repeat it. I just love Brussels sprouts.
I just love, hey.
I'm careful what I say around him. I also try to make sure I pass on good energy-saving habits. You should, too. Save energy and money at TogetherWeSave.com.
TogetherWeSave.com.
You know, my dad is the coolest.
My dad thinks he's funny.
A message from your hometown co-op. It's Taylor Electric Cooperative in Merkel.
Dr. Pepper presents recording artists Macklemore and Ryan Lewis.
When you're growing up, the world tells you to be just like everyone else. But how boring would that be? When I started writing music, I found the best songs I ever wrote were when I was being completely honest. That's why Ryan and I decided to stay independent. We turned down major label deals because we wanted every single thing that had our name on it to be authentically us. The world needs more one-of-a-kind people. Dr. Pepper, always one of a kind.
If this is your idea of going to the dentist, it's time for you to make a change. At Borland Family Dentistry, we'll make your smile beautiful and healthy with a simple checkup, or by using one of the most advanced cosmetic procedures. Let's make your smile something to smile about. Borland Family Dentistry. 2 great dentists, 1 awesome team. Borland Family Dentistry. You'll love your smile again. Now, same-day appointments. 695-3300.
Is it sprained? Is it strained? Is it fractured? Should I use ice or should I use heat? Wow, do we need a surgeon? Abilene Bone and Joint and Action Sports Medicine has your answer to your questions. Saturday mornings beginning August 8th through football season, come for free sports evaluations from 9 until 11 a.m. There's an x-ray and open MRI on site which will speed your diagnosis. Action helps you get back in the action. 1633 Cottonwood. Call them at 676-5633. Action. Excellence in sports medicine and physical therapy.
At AIM Bank, we know your time matters. That's why we offer hometown service paired with big bank convenience. I'm Gary Galbraith, Market President for Abilene. At AIM Bank, you'll get quick loan decisions and convenient tools like our mobile banking app. When you open an account with us, you'll get free access to time-saving solutions, including mobile check deposit and over 600 ATMs right here in Texas. AIM Bank, hometown service, big bank convenience. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Trace Michaels, and I can tell you from experience that my child loved going to the dentist. What? My child loved going to the dentist, and the reason why is because he goes to Abilene Pediatric Dental Associates. They are the most trained and equipped people to provide dental care to all children. Abilene Pediatric Dental Associates is the home of Abilene's only board-certified pediatric dentist. If your child doesn't like to go to the dentist, give them a try. Abilene Pediatric Dental Associates. To get on board, call 325-437-5284.
Now, back to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball. Powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on 1280 AM KSLI.
And welcome back. They're introducing the rosters. Right now, the home team going. That would be the Cooper Lady Cougs here at Cougar Gym on the campus of Cooper High School for this district matchup. And it is the regular season finale. We wrap it up tonight. There's the potential to have that game, that seeding game this coming Friday or Saturday at the end of this week, should you need it. But if not, this is the end of the regular season. The playoffs will start next week, either next Monday or Tuesday. Quick shout out right now to the WYLIE tennis team. The WYLIE tennis team is heading to the Region 1 5A tournament after defeating Canyon Randall today. We're kind of already in our pregame show for volleyball, talk about how you don't want to play Canyon Randall in volleyball, but WYLIE tennis played them in the regional quarterfinals today up in Vernon and beat them. And so how about that? They are, of course, the defending state champs for 4A team tennis, making the jump, and they're still alive to win it all. So I know there's been some struggles in football and, again, volleyball 3 and 4, but one thing that is still elite, still top of the line, top of the class, no matter the class, now Class 5A, but that is WYLIE tennis. Great job to the WYLIE Bulldog tennis team, again, winning and heading to the regional tournament. I think they're going to ask everyone to rise, and people are removing their caps. They're going to be having the national anthem, but we'll take one final break, come back and have the first serve. WYLIE at Cougar Gym. It's the Cooper Lady Cougars. WYLIE Lady Bulldogs. It's up next. Can't wait for it on 1280 KSLI.
First Financial opened for business in 1890, so this marks our 125th year serving the people of Texas. Through that time and an ever-changing financial landscape, we've continued to thrive. How? Our customers. We wouldn't be here without you. So thank you for coming to us to help grow your business. Buy a house, save for college, plan for retirement. Thanks to you, after 125 years, we're just getting started. First Financial. You first. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Hey, WYLIE Bulldog fans, if you want to keep up with school news, community news, sports news, or art news, check out WYLIE Growl Magazine. WYLIE Growl is the official magazine of the WYLIE Independent School District, a full-color magazine highlighting all of the great accomplishments of WYLIE students, and it keeps you up to date on what's happening in the district and in the community, and features WYLIE residents of all ages. For information on how to pick up your copy of WYLIE Growl Magazine, go to WYLIEGrowl.com. It's great to be a WYLIE Bulldog.
Betty Rose's Little Brisket has gotten bigger. 2 new locations for full-service dining, daily lunch specials, and a happy hour that begins daily at 4 p.m. with additional appetizers. Plus live music twice a week on the Triple B porch at each location. The newest location, 3934 Cat Claw Drive, even has a full bar. And the best food made from scratch is at Betty Rose's. Betty Rose's, 2588 Eastlake Road, and now 3934 Cat Claw Drive.
Bobcat of Abilene, the power behind your work. Over 30 years in sales, rental, parts, and service. If you have a job to do, we have the right tool rental. If you have questions, we have your solution. Visit Bobcat of Abilene today at 2257 South Treadaway. Active military, law enforcement, and first responders receive 10% off all equipment rentals. Bobcat of Abilene. Over 30 years in sales, rental, parts, and service. Bobcat of Abilene, the power behind your work.
You're listening to WYLIE Lady Bulldog Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on 1280 AM KSLI.
And we're here on the campus again of Cooper High School. It's going to be a home away from home, at least for the next 2 years. And heck, you know it's going to be longer than just 2 years that WYLIE and Cooper are going to be in the same district. And again, every sport except football. Football, the one sport because of enrollment, because Cooper is actually about 800 more students than WYLIE. We're talking your enrollment, your freshmen through seniors. That's a big difference, but it just means WYLIE's one of the smallest 5As. WYLIE's got about 1,200 students, 9 through 12th grade, and Cooper's still busting, from what I understand, slightly over 2,000. I think they're just barely like 2,008. So again, think about that, 1,200 students versus 2,000, but no excuses, we're ready. And again, WYLIE had won the first meeting. Now both teams are just yelling. They're ready as we are pretty much set up on the court. So you're going to like that. Normally, for volleyball. Now for basketball, I love to be courtside for basketball. A lot of times in volleyball, I prefer the bird's eye view, maybe the crow's nest to be up high. But here at Cougar Gym, there wasn't a lot of power up high, being a power outlet. But they were certainly kind enough to set me up courtside. So we're going to be right in the thick of the action. And the teams break the huddles, and that means it's almost time to serve this one up. A win for Wylie. They're 3-4 in district. They'll go to 4-4, and they'll finish outright in third place and go as the 3 seed. A win for Cooper would drop Wylie to 3-5 and make Cooper also 3-5 as Cooper comes in at 2-5. Their 7-game record. Cooper is on my left. Wylie is on my right. Wylie's attack. They'll be hitting and serving their balls right to left as we get it underway. Are you ready, fans, for part 2 of the Southtown Showdown in volleyball? Cooper will have the Dr. Pepper first serve. Cooper serves. It's Pierce Bjorley. Wylie has it. Going with the tip shot. That was Ginger Landman, but Cooper's D is there. Now Wylie has to dig out a Cooper attack, and the initial point still goes. Keaton Davis with a kill attempt, but it's dug out. Now the Cougs fight. And it's down. First point for Cooper. It comes from one of their best hitters and a player to watch, and that's number 15, Jada Willis. So Willis with a kill for Cooper, and the game one, the opening set is underway. We're going to play to 25, and it's the first of 3 games, or 3 sets. So Wylie spike is into the net, though, on that serve receive. It was by Davis, but it means points for Cooper. 2-0 here in the opening moments of game one. Wylie receives. Davis first up. Sent by Miller. Back to Davis. It's down. And Wylie is on the board in a big way. Nice execution. Strong spike and kill from Keaton Davis. 2-1 is our score, and Wylie will have its first serve. It's Madison Burden, number 12. The serve is in play. Cooper's Bjorley sets up, and we got a whistle and a double touch violation against Cooper, and that means it's Wylie's point, and it was called on their setter on that sequence, number 3, Pierce Bjorley. That's a cool name, but a weird name. B and then J. Bjorley. Here's Bjorley to set up Owen. Looked like she was setting up Willis, Jada Willis, but miscommunication as the volleyball did not find the hand, if you will, the hitting hand, so they didn't attack that time. It falls for a point Wylie. Another Wylie serve. Wylie's up for the first time tonight. The Cougs going to the other Willis, Janika Willis, but Wylie Burden has the dig there. Now Janika, another spike, but Wylie got a block. However, Cooper comes back and keeps it alive. It's on Wylie's side. They set up. This is Lily Kate Dobie. Dobie's spike is dug out. The Cougs put it back. Wylie has it on the right. Miller sets up Landman. A spike partially blocked onto the Cougs side. Now they got a couple touches on it. Here's number 3. It was from number 12, Larkins, but Wylie, they get a couple touches on it, but it is Larkins for Cooper, number 12, Gaz. Gaz Larkins with the point. We're tied at 3. And Wylie receives the serve. First touch is Davis. A set, that's by Dobie, actually, a bit off, but Wylie Davis puts it over. Still live. Now it's on. There was a chip shot by Cooper, but Wylie there. Back on Cooper's side. And Wylie going to score, though, even though Cooper had a couple touches. Eventually, it was a nice tip. It looked like from Miller of Wylie. Number 11, Lexi Miller. It's Wylie 4, Cooper 3. 4-3, just underway in game one. I'll give you our game one sponsor right after this serve. Ginger Landman, a nice serve. Right to left, it's in play. Here's Larkin. It's down, though. Spike and kill for Cooper. Game one brought to us tonight by Edible Arrangements. Edible Arrangements open 7 days a week at 4102 Buffalo Gap Road. That's the Crossroads Shopping Center at Buffalo Gap and the Winners Freeway. Check them out online, ediblearrangements.com. Cooper was just serving. It was Garcia. She had a really good game in the first meeting, but that serve went into the net, and that means Wylie got a point. Now the Lady Dogs will serve. Up by 1, 5-4. It's Davis. And Davis serving up an ace right there. Nicely done by Keaton Davis. Our company bringing you this game, Bulldogs live online. Got a scholarship fund. And here's Wylie to serve it up here. It's 6-4, and that one is out, though, by Davis. So after she got the ace, that one goes out. So point Cooper at 6-5. Wylie is up. Our company has scholarship funds, though. We call it the Bulldogs Live Online Scholarship Fund. And we have many fine businesses that donate money to it. Here's an attack by Wylie Wimberly, but that is out. And it's point Cooper. We're tied at 6. But every ace, when Wylie got that ace, every ace gets a donation to that scholarship fund from our friends at Lawrence Hall. Lawrence Hall, the Chevy dealer, also our ace sponsor. Here's a spike by Wylie Scobie. Coop, the Lady Coop, get to it. Going to volley it back. Wylie has it, a free ball, and Christian is down with a kill. Point Wylie, 7-6. Very tight here in the opening set. Wylie will serve. Wylie libero. That's number 1, Pearson Sanders to serve. And the serve is in play. It's a good one. Cooper is off. Their third touch is just a volley and a double touch. Double touch violation called by the official on Cooper. So even before the volley comes, a good serving there by Sanders. Here's another from Sanders. It's in play. The Cougs get a spike there and it's down from Roderick. Alexis Roderick wears jersey number 4. So our score is back to a 1-point game. Wylie 8, Cooper 7 here in the opening set. A lot on the line in this district game, more than just bragging rights in the Southtown Showdown. Here's Wimberly, a spike for Wylie. It goes out, though. Out and a point for the Cougs, which ties us at 8. Another serve for Cooper. It's going to be Garcia. Number 2, Regina Garcia. And that serve actually goes into the net. We said there was another Garcia who played really well in the first meeting when Wylie won in 5 sets, Alexis Garcia. But Wylie got the point there on a service error. It's 9-8 Wylie. So again, back and forth we go. We have been tight. Largest lead so far has been 2 points in the opening set. Cooper had a 2-0 lead. Wylie had a 6-4 lead. Here's Cooper receiving serve, going with a tip shot. That's Garcia, Bree Garcia, and that is down. Nice little tip. She wears jersey number 10. Says she's a sophomore. Bree Garcia tying it at 9. Wylie will receive the serve. It's Burden. And then Miller, and then a spike by Christian, but that got blocked. And blocked for a point Cooper. Alexis Garcia with the block on the attack of Karis Christian. So Wylie now down a point at 10-9. Trying to tie it up here on this serve receive. It's Davis. First touch. Miller is set. Tip shot. Landman. And that is down. Point Wylie. And we're tied up at 10 now here in game 1. Good play from Wylie. Only one senior this year for Wylie. So certainly a young team, but a young team that has matured throughout the season and gotten pretty good. I like the brand of volleyball they play. We're tied. Cooper on the attack. It's Roderick again, and it's down. Same result. She's a senior. Senior outside hitter, number 4, Alexis Roderick, and it puts Cooper back in front 11-10. So no separation here in the edible arrangement. Game number 1. Wylie trying to tie it. Hayes, first touch. Miller, a set spike. That was Keaton Davis. There was a dig by Bjorley. Now it's Willis, number 20. And Wylie going to dig that. Counter with a spike from Landman. There's Cooper scrambling. Garcia got a touch. Here comes the third. It's Jada Willis. Nice dig, though. That was by Miller. This ball still goes. Now Wylie attack got blocked, though. Blocked for a point Cooper. And Wylie finds itself down now by 2. This is going to have been the largest lead for either side in game 1. It's 12-10. Wylie is down. Receiving serve is Pearson Sanders. Getting it over to Miller. She puts it over the net in a second touch, trying to trick Cooper, but they were not tricked. Now they have it. Willis got her attack blocked, but they reset for Willis. But a nice dig by Pearson Sanders. And it comes to Davis. And that is just out. It means it's out. And a point for Cooper. And now Wylie's down by 3. Going to try to tighten it. It's 13-10 in game 1. Wylie down. Keaton Davis first touch. A set by Lexi Miller. Here's Landman on a spike. It got partially blocked by Garcia. Now it's on Wylie's side. They tip it over. But there was number 2, Regina Garcia, to dig it out. Now spike by Willis is down. Jada Willis makes it 14-10 Cougars. They're on a run. Right now it's 5 straight. Here's Wylie trying to counter. They get it to Burden and still put an end to the run. Wylie needed it. A kill from number 12, Madison Burden, to make it 14-11. So Wylie needs to string some together here. That kill going to get a donation, though, to the scholarship fund. Our kill donation comes from Borland Family Dentistry. That served by Burden as she had rotated to the back is into the net, though. But, yeah, donating money for every kill to the Bulldogs Live Online Scholarship Fund is Borland Family Dentistry. Wylie down by 4 again. Not wanting to lose contact here, but that'll help. That serve by Willis is out, though. It was hit much too hard. It sailed past the baseline of the volleyball court, meaning it's out, and a point Wylie on the service error. Wylie's down 15-12. It's going to be Landman to serve, right to left. Cooper controls, setting up for Jada Willis, a spike, and it's going to be a kill. A kill for Jada Willis. Wylie down 16-12 in game 1. Alexis Garcia will serve, and Wylie is way off. Here comes their third touch, though. Can they keep it alive? It's just a volley, but it keeps it alive. Cooper controls. Bjorley, a set. Spike by, not Alexis Garcia. That was Bree Garcia, number 10. But it's a kill. Looks like some kids coming in early with some costumes, some trick-or-treating up in here. We're way early, but I see Batgirl and that's Black Panther. Black Panther here. Wylie got a block on that and going to get a point, a much-needed point. They were starting to lose contact. It was 17-12. Now it's 17-13, but again, Wylie kind of up against it as we're running out of points here in the opening set, going to 25. It's Davis to serve, and serves up an ace. Point Wylie by Keaton Davis. Great service there. There's another ace that gets a donation to the scholarship fund from Lawrence Hall, the Chevy dealer in Abilene. Here's another right-to-left serve in play. This time Cooper controls, setting up Larkin. Her spike is out. Point Wylie. So we said Wylie needed to string some together. They have here. They're not out of it. It was 17-12, but now it's 17-15. You're in game 1. Wylie Davis serves again. Cooper. They have to hit it back in 1, and Wylie cleans up the loose change. Who cleaned that up? That was Wimberly. Nice play by Wimberly. The loose change being Cooper, the player that received the serve her touch. She didn't mean to hit the volleyball all the way to Wylie's side, but she did, and Wylie just slammed it down immediately when it came their way. Here's a spike by Jada Willis. Wylie scrambles to it, digs it out. Now it's by Wimberly, but it is dug out by Super C. Now Willis. And she gets it done. A kill for number 15, Jada Willis. Wylie had pulled to within 1 after going on a 4-0 run. Now it's a 2-point deficit. So Wylie, that was needed, though, as they do. They are back in this set. It's 18-16 Cooper. Here's Sanders for Wylie first touch. Seth Davis spikes. That was Dobie, but it is dug out. Now Cooper on the attack, a tip shot, but there's Karis Christian to kick it out initially. Now Christian takes a third touch, a deep tip, but Janika Willis runs it down. Now Wylie has it. It's on Wylie's side again. They set up Wimberly. Her spike is into the net. Tough. Point Cooper, and Wylie down 3 and timeout. Timeout called by Wylie. Wylie wants to talk it over here in game one as they're down 19-16. We'll take a quick break as you're listening to Wylie Volleyball here in the Southtown Showdown with Cooper. We're powered by Taylor Electric Co-op. It's on Bulldogs Live Online.com.
Since 1890, the folks you know and trust at Haskell National Bank have proudly provided the latest in banking convenience. At Haskell National, we make it a point to get to know you and provide you with the personalized service you deserve. Stop by and visit Haskell National Bank, Buffalo Gap Road at South 32nd in Abilene, or 601 North 1st in Haskell, celebrating 125 years of continuous service.
Thank you.
Member FDIC.
You're listening to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op. Now, back to the court with Matt McGraw on 1280 AM KSLI.
And we're back, and it's going to be Cooper to serve. Wylie receives. Sanders first touch. Keaton Davis a set. Harris Christian a spike, and it's going to be a point Wylie. Yeah, they say partially blocked. Getting, at least I know there's actually a Cooper fan listening to this broadcast, and I do apologize for mispronouncing a name. It's the Willis sisters, number 15, Jada Willis, but they also have number 20, and it's Jenica. I do apologize about the mispronunciation, but the other Willis name is Jenica. Wylie, though, gets a point right there off a great serve by Sanders. Another one where Cooper, and I think it was number 9, Collier, when she took that first touch, it actually carried the volleyball hovering over Wylie's side of the net. That's pretty precarious. Wylie banked it down. Wylie down just one out of their timeout. This is Cooper on a two-hand tip. That was Roderick, but Wylie's there. Now Karis Christian, one-hand tip. Dug out by Jenica Willis. Now in the back row. And then Larkin took a spike and got a kill. Number 12, Jazz Larkin. It's 20-18. Cooper 20, Wylie 18 here in the edible arrangements game number 1. Here's Lily New, first touch for Wylie. Now Seth Davis has a chip shot. Came from Karis Christian, but Cooper digs it out. Now Roderick, and it's out, though. It means point Wylie was taken by Alexis Roderick. Wylie pulls to within 1, so very tight here. And we're going to 25. So we're getting to crunch time of the opening set. It's 20-19. Cooper by 1, but Wylie serves. It's going to be Lexi Miller, a freshman, serving for Wylie in play. Cooper, Collier. Collier, the setter, tricked Wylie and got a point for Cooper. That's the one where the setter, and that was number 9, Kaylee Collier, takes the second touch in a setting motion, but puts it over the net for a point Cooper. That's good play. Wylie needs the point. Here's Davis. First touch. Seth Miller back to Davis. And her spike is down. And Wylie gets the point they need. 21-20 is the score. So nice and tight here between these two Abilene rivals. But Wylie is down. It's Cooper 21, Wylie 20. Wylie will serve. Riley Hayes is in play. Cooper setting up for Roderick. There's a block by Davis. Back on the Cooper side. Now Garcia. Wylie partially blocked it. That was Alexis Garcia. Now Wylie has it. Tip shot Davis. Garcia gets a touch, but Wylie going to score. Off the tip shot from number 9, Keaton Davis. Just a short tip. Alexis Garcia got just one touch on it, but it was great placement by Keaton Davis. We're tied at 21. Wylie just got that point, tied it up. And a serve by Hayes. Oh, that's out. Not what you wanted. A free point for the Lady Cougs as Wylie's serve goes out. Service error, point Cooper. It's Cooper 22, Wylie 21. We're going to 25, but you got to win by 2. Here's Davis' first touch for Wylie. Miller back to Davis. There's their tip shot, her little tip. This time, Jenica Willis gets to it, but then a spike by Garcia. Alexis Garcia is not in, though. It's out, meaning point Wylie. And Wylie ties it with that spike that goes out. And Wylie will serve. We're tied at 22. Oh, again, a service error. The last time Wylie served it too long, it went out. That time Madison Burden served it right into the net. It's tough as Cooper gets a free point, and they lead 23-22. Wylie got to tie it. Here Wylie receives. Hayes. And Wylie kind of mishits it, but they do find Davis. And she bails them out. Wow. Because Wylie was off, but Keaton Davis dropped in a bomb from the back row. Yeah, a spike from the back row on a third touch by Keaton Davis ties it at 23. The next team to score gets the first game point opportunity of game one. Wylie will serve. Ginger Landman, right? It's an ace! An ace by Landman. And a timeout by Cooper. Let's keep it right here. The ace puts Wylie to the game point. It's Wylie 24, Cooper 23, and a timeout on the floor, again called by the Lady Cougs and their head coach Nora Campbell. But it will be Wylie serving with a chance to score the next point and win by the minimum, because you're going to 25, got to win by 2. Wylie can win this with one more point at 25-23. It would be really big, because there's a lot of Cooper students, especially here, and Wylie would love to take the first set naturally and put their opponent playing from behind. So this was big, because Wylie has battled back a little bit, down by as much as 5 in this set, and now a 1-point lead and a game point. This is a Dr. Pepper game point for the Wylie Lady Dogs. We're out of the timeout. Ginger Landman serves, number 14, right to left, in play. Cooper, they struggle with it, and Wylie gets it. It wasn't an ace, but it still was great by Landman. It came to the Cooper libero. That's number 18, Hannah Turner. And Turner's touch, she had it, but the touch was a tough serve by Landman, and it caused the touch to go wild. Cooper tried to run after it, but they couldn't keep the rally going, could not even hit the volleyball over in 3 hits, because the touch went wild, because it was a great serve by Landman. So Landman closes out Cooper. Think about that when it was 23-all. Landman had to serves up an ace to put Wylie on a game point, and there's another great serve that causes Cooper to miss it and not even return. And Wylie takes game one by the minimum, 25-23. We'll take a break and come back for game two. This by no means is over, but Wylie does lead the match. It was good. They took the opening set. They lead 1-0. We'll be back with more Wylie volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on 1280 AM.
When it comes to finding the right vehicle for you, there's no better place than right here at Lawrence Hall in Abilene.
For over 26 years, Lawrence Hall in Abilene has been the place to find the best from Chevy, Buick, and GMC.
And that's still true today. Great vehicles and great service. We're your West Texas source for all your vehicle needs.
So the next time you need a new car, truck, or SUV, come see us here at Lawrence Hall in Abilene today.
Voted Abilene's best new car dealer for over 20 years by you, our customer.
The Wylie All Sports Booster Club is a proud supporter of Bulldogs Live Online and their broadcasts of Wylie Sports, and exists to support all Wylie sports.
Reason number 2 why you should become a member of the Wylie Booster Club. Did you know the Booster Club gives $15,000 in college scholarships every year? The further education of Wylie athletes is impacted annually by the work of the Booster Club. This type of support is impossible without the support of Wylie fans like you.
Be a part of this by joining the Wylie All Sports Booster Club today. For more info, check our website, AbileneWylieBulldogs.com.
Were you born in a barn? You're letting all the AC out. A 30-minute shower? Come on. It's a full-time job following you kids around turning off lights. Do you have to leave the fridge door open the whole time you're in the kitchen?
Are you passing on good energy-saving habits? Save energy and money at TogetherWeSave.com.
A message from your hometown co-op. It's Taylor Electric Cooperative in Merkel.
You're listening to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op. Now, back to the court with Matt McGraw on 1280 AM KSLI.
And it's time for the second set, or game number 2. The teams have switched sides of the net. Wylie is now on my left. Cooper is on my right, so Wylie's attack, they'll be hitting and serving their balls left to right here in this second set. They kind of stole one, in all honesty, stealing game one, because they were down 1 point, 17-12. So Wylie got it close and then stole it, 25-23. So Wylie leads 1-0. It's going to be Riley Hayes for the Lady Dogs. She's going to serve it up. Wylie's wearing its white. They kind of wear whites at home, but they chose to wear whites, and Cooper wearing the blues, and there's an ace to start for Wylie. Riley Hayes continues the little stretch here now. Good serving by Wylie. Being that Ginger Landman kind of scored the last 2 points of game 1 off the serve, and now an ace by Hayes. Cooper controls this, going to Alexis Garcia, and she'll spike it down. That is a kill for number 1, Alexis Garcia. So game 2 is tied. We're just underway, 1-all. Wylie won game 1, 25-23. It's Jenica Willis, number 20, to serve for Cooper, right to left. Wylie has it. Miller sets up Keaton Davis, who drops a bomb, but the Cooper libero, Turner, digs it out. Now Willis takes a spike, and that is down. Wylie not ready for that. That came from the back row by the server, who's about to serve again, Jenica Willis. She's serving right here. Here's Wylie. Miller setting up third in. She'll do a one-hander. There's a diving dig by Purely. And then looked like Garcia eventually. Alexis Garcia. So Cooper starting fast here, but it's just very early. It's 3-1. Wylie down 3-1 in the second set. Here's Davis, first touch. Gets it over to Miller, who sets it back with Davis. And that time, Keaton Davis not dropping a spike, but dropping in a little tip shot. Number 9, always playing well for Wylie. Number 9, the junior, Keaton Davis. It's Cooper 3, Wylie 2 in game 2. And a serve by Madison Burden into the net. And she kind of shakes her head a little bit as she comes off. And I don't know about that. She feels like they're good, but she's now hit a couple into the net on her last 2 serve attempts. Wylie receiving, getting it to Landman. Here's her spike. That's a dig by Pierce Purely of Cooper. Then Daz Larkins a spike. Nice dig by Riley Hayes to keep it alive. Now Keaton Davis drops one down. A spike and kill for Wylie's Keaton Davis to make it a 4-3 game. We want to bring in our Game 2 sponsor. Game 2 brought to you tonight by Abilene Battery and Golf Cars. They're at 2434 Industrial Boulevard. Very close to where we are. Cooper High School, kind of industrial in sales. Here's Cooper receiving serve. Larkins a spike, but Ginger Landman digs it out on the back row for Wylie. Now Avery Wimberly a kill attempt. There's a dig by Cooper's libero Turner, but then Cooper unable to keep their attack going. A spike into the net gives Wylie a point to tie it up 4 apiece. Here comes another serve from Ginger Landman. In a 4-4 game, left to right it goes. It's in play. And Cooper's Purely tries to trick Wylie with a second touch over the net. Wylie is there this time. And then a whistle, and Cooper got called for a net violation when Wylie was attacking. A Cooper player touches the net. I think number 10, Bree Garcia. Point Wylie, and Wylie is up 5-4. Another serve by Landman. Man, her serves are on point tonight. They're tying up the Cougs, but there's Jenica Willis again from the back row. She drops in a spike and kill from the back. Tying it at 5. Abilene Battery and Golf Cars, they got batteries for your car or truck. That's traditional batteries, but also batteries for a tractor or lawnmower, motorcycle batteries, ATV batteries, batteries for a golf car or an electric wheelchair. Again, Abilene Battery and Golf Cars, our Game 2 sponsor, 2434 Industrial Boulevard. Wylie receives serve. It's Wimberly down the line, but it's out. And meaning point Cooper. Wylie had a 5-4 lead, but is now down 6-5 in Game 2. Wylie took a hard-fought Game 1, though. There's Davis putting it over the net, and it's down. The point for Wylie. She put it over on the second touch, so we've seen now both teams trying to play a little trickery, having their setters put the volleyball over on the second touch in a setting motion. Keaton Davis does it all for Wylie. If you're kind of new to Wylie's side of things, she'll spike, she'll dig, she'll set. There's Cooper. They controlled the serve, but they're called for a double touch violation. They got it on their setter that time for an illegal set, kind of a double touch set. That was Kaylee Collier getting called. Now Wylie serves and serves it out Unfortunately, Wylie has kind of been hit or miss some on the service today. They've really done well at times with aces and tying up the Cougs, but giving away too many free points, in my opinion, as well, with service errors. That's a free point for the Cougs. We're tied at 7. Wylie setting up for Karis Christian. He got stuffed. Here's Wylie trying to get it over, though. It was blocked back on the Wylie side, but Cougs get it over. Cooper has it on the right. Going to number 5. That's the first time I've called her name. That's Kemp. But that is a spike and kill for number 5 of Cooper, Kiana Kemp. Wylie down a point. The serve by Cooper's number 8. That's Molly Davis, but that is out. Too long. Wylie will take a free point on a service error. We're tied at 8. The game 2 playing out like game 1 is early. Early it was tied. And now Wylie serves it into the net. What is going on? That was Pearson Sanders. So Wylie has had back-to-back service errors sandwiched around a Cooper service error. Is Cooper, though, up? Wylie receives the serve. Lily New, first touch, set Davis, spike. Wimberly is blocked, but they hang with it and put it over the net. Now Cooper, here comes their third touch. It's just going to be a volley. Wylie has a free ball. Here's Keaton Davis to set it. Madison Burden to spike, but it's dug out by Turner, Cooper's libero. And then it's Alexis Garcia. And a spike and kill is down. It goes Cooper's way. We're in game 2. Cooper 10, Wylie 8. Cooper will serve. It's Burden, first touch. And a set by Keaton Davis. A spike from Karis Christian, but Turner, the libero, digs it for Cooper. And then a spike by, that was Kemp again, but this time it's out, meaning point Wylie. So Wylie pulls back to within 1. And they will serve. We're in the Abilene Battery and Golf Cars game number 2. Wylie took an extremely close game 1. So Wylie leads 1-0 as we play in game 2. Down 10-9, though, and Wylie serves it up. Cooper setting up Jenica Willis. Nice dig, though, by the libero. Sanders digs out that kill attempt. Now Cooper has it again. Going to Kemp. Kemp a tip shot, but Karis Christian is there. Now a tip shot, Landman. Diving dig by Willis, and it keeps it alive, and then the third touch is over the net. Wylie has it. Lexi Miller, two-hand tip. Cooper batted it up in the air by Davis. Now she spikes it. That's Molly Davis, but Wylie digs it. This is a 1 point. Tip shot, Landman, and unfortunately the tip goes out. Not in, but out. Point Cooper off a long rally. Cooper 11, Wylie 9 in game 2. Cougar Gym is pretty full tonight. I mean, there's still a few seats left, but it's a great crowd for the Southtown Showdown. That's Karis Christian getting Wylie a point there. As Wylie executes on the serve receive there, they receive serve. They go 1, 2, 3. They go bump, set, spike, and kill by Karis Christian. That kill is going to get a donation to the Bulldogs Live Online Scholarship Fund from Borland Family Dentistry. Riley Hayes, a really good serve. Cooper does put it over the net. Now Wylie has it sitting up Davis. And Turner's libero digs it. But now Wylie gets a piece of a Cooper attack. And they block it down for a point Wylie. Looked like Madison Burden, one of Wylie's better net blockers, blocked that. That block gets a donation to the scholarship fund from our block sponsor, Abilene Pediatric Dental. Abilene Pediatric Dental Associates. And now we bring in our ace sponsor as Riley Hayes serves up an ace. And we just donated again to the scholarship fund, the ace donation from Lawrence Hall. So everything going Wiley's way right now. And another ace by Riley Hayes. And they've dug out of a small deficit and forced Cooper to take a timeout. Timeout Cooper. Wylie is up 13-11 on back-to-back aces from Riley Hayes. We're in game 2. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Wylie Volleyball, presented by Dr. Pepper on 1280 KSLI.
Maverick Saw Cutting and Core Gelling is a proud sponsor of WYLIE Athletics. Maverick Saw Cutting and Core Gelling will save you time and money with the latest technology, including concrete cutting, live wire and rebar detection, structural analysis in real time, precision wall cutting, and core gelling from standard concrete to highly abrasive concrete. Maverick Saw Cutting and Core Gelling, 325-788-7777, or go to mavericksawcutting.com. Go Bulldogs!
Now, back to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball. Powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on 1280 AM KSLI.
We're back. That's actually the Beat Wylie chant. We caught it on at the end. Almost another ace by Hayes. Cooper has to hit it back in one. Can Wylie capitalize? They can. They can. Madison Burden, a spike and kill. Again, benefiting from Riley Hayes' good serving. That time Cooper had to hit the serve back in one. You know they didn't want to do that. Another serve by Hayes. Cooper controls better. Going to Jenica Willis. It's down. So Cooper finally ends what was a 5-0 run. Very nice for the Lady Dogs. But a point off the kill from Jenica Willis. It's Wylie 14, Cooper 12, so certainly a tight game. Wylie receives the serve. They're setting up for Ginger Landman. She takes a two-hand tip shot. Now Cooper, they trick Wylie again. Their setter this time, number 3, Pierce Bjorley. That's that tricky second touch, just touch 2, and in the setting motion, you don't expect it to come over the net, but it does. It's 14-13, Wylie. Here's Wylie receiving another serve, setting up for Davis. She is going cross-court with that, and it's down. It's a point for Wylie, who's nice diagonal kill, a spike and kill for Keithan Davis. Wylie 15, Cooper 13. In game 2, Wylie has won game 1. Here's Cooper setting up for Larkin. One-hand tip, but Wylie dug it out. Back on Cooper's side. Their volley is over the net. And Wylie tried to block one. Now it's on Wylie's side. Diving dig by Miller. And it's back on Cooper's side. And the whistle blows. A double touch violation on Cooper. It was back on their side, but an illegal set. They called it on Bjorley. Wylie now goes up by 3. Here's Burden. Serve over the net. Cooper going to Larkin. Over on Wylie's side. There's a tip shot. Miller, but she went with a deep one-hand tip, but it was actually too deep from Lexi Miller. It goes out. Point Cooper. It's kind of a swing point. Wylie was trying to maybe pull away, but now it's back to 16-14. Here's Wylie receiving, getting it to Dobie. Dobie's spike is dug out. Now Cooper, they can only volley, and it's on Wylie's side. Here's Miller getting it over to Landman. Her spike dug out by Cooper's Pierce Bjorley. Now Larkin, a spike, but there's Hayes to dig it, and then putting it over to Miller. But then it comes back to Cooper. They get a spike and kill with number 10, Bree Garcia. So Wylie's 3-point lead is down to 1. It's Wylie 16, Cooper 15. Here's Wylie setting up their attack. Dobie, she got partially blocked. She spikes again. It's down. Dobie hangs with it. The freshman, number 5, Lily Kate Dobie. Lily Kate had her initial spike stuffed in her face, but the stuff pushed the volleyball straight up in the air, and the freshman had very fast legs, jumped up again quickly and spiked it down after getting blocked on the first. Wylie's up 2. Cooper receives. Going with a tip shot from Jada Willis. And Wylie scrambles. Can they get it, keep it alive? They can. Landman put it over. Cooper has it. Going to Larkin. Spike. Down. Big crowd. Love it here. Ton of fans. Cooper does have Wylie outnumbered, but a good amount of purple is in the house. Wylie 17, Cooper 16 here in game 2 after Wylie won game 1 by the slimmest of margins, the minimum 25-23, as you do have to win by 2. Here's Wylie trying to add a 1-point lead. Double touch violation. Wylie got called. Wylie setter on that play. Keaton Davis got called for the illegal set or double touch violation. We're tied now, and Wylie takes, oh, no they don't. And Wylie receives serve, and they're a bit off. Maybe they should have taken timeout. Sanders, though, the libero, tips it over. Now Cooper has some problems with it, and they're not going to get it. I mean, they get a couple touches, but can't keep the rally going. You got to give credit to Wylie's libero, just taking a kind of a third touch, get me over touch, but it wasn't a volley. I love that. Don't do the underhand volley. She did a kind of a one-hand push. Tip of the volleyball did Wylie's libero. Now Wylie serves. Cooper has to hit it back in one. Can Wylie capitalize? No, not this time. It was a spike by Davis, but a dig by Turner, those Cooper libero, but Wylie has it again. And it's Christian a spike, but a dig by Cooper's libero, Hannah Turner. Now it's Kiana Kemp, but Dobie got a block on it. It's on Wylie's side. Wimberly a spike. It is out. Oh, out. Point Cooper. We're tied up again, 18-18 here in game two. Wylie, if they could get this second set, would go up 2-0 on their Southtown rivals. But Cooper almost got an ace. Wow, Sanders did good just to get to that. Wylie does put it over, just a volley. Cooper has it. It's Willis, and it's down. Which Willis is it? Number 20, Jenica. And Wylie does call timeout here. Timeout for Wylie, and let's take it. It's Cooper now up 19-18 the score, and we're in game two. You're listening to Wylie Volleyball. It's presented by Dr. Pepper on 1280 AM.
You'll feel the difference when you have your AC unit serviced by ACS Heating and Air. ACS Heating and Air is family owned and operated. ACS provides service, preventative maintenance, and system replacement for commercial and residential. ACS Heating and Air also provides free estimate. ACS Heating and Air hope very much to earn your business, but their mission? To earn your trust. And don't forget to ask about the Comfort Care Program. Call 325-690-0998.
You're listening to Wylie Lady Bulldog Volleyball, powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on 1280 AM KSLI.
Here we go. Out of the timeout. There's a chant going on by Cooper. Not very nice. I'll not repeat it. There wasn't no vulgarity, but still poking fun at Wylie. Now Wylie, though, out of the timeout, gets it to Dobie and a spike and kill. So Wylie calls the timeout when they're down. Cooper serves it out of the timeout. Wylie goes 1, 2, 3 bump set spike. The kill from Lily Kate Dobie ties it at 19. Now Wylie serves. Pearson Sanders wearing that libero jersey. Great serve there. Cooper does put it over. Wylie has it on the left, though. Davis, a set, a spike. Wimberly down. Point Wylie. Spike and kill for the sophomore. Again, this is a young Wylie team. Number 2, the sophomore, Avery Wimberly. A kill and a donation to the scholarship fund from our kill sponsor, Borland Family Dentistry. Now an ace. An ace for Wylie. Timeout, Cooper. Wylie on a 3-0 run. Let's hold it right here. 19-18 Cooper until Wylie calls TO, scores 3 straight, including the last ace. 21-19 Wylie over the Cougs. Wylie 21, Cooper 19 in game 2, forcing Cooper to call a timeout. Again, we want to thank our game 2 sponsor. It's Abilene Battery and Golf Cars. Batteries for your car or truck, batteries for a tractor or lawnmower. They got batteries for your motorcycle or ATV, and also batteries for a golf car or electric wheelchair at 2434 Industrial Boulevard. Our Game 2 sponsor, Abilene Battery and Golf Cars. Out of this timeout, it will be Wylie serving after the ace by Pearson Sanders. Her libero jersey is black, a black libero jersey. The rest of Wylie wearing white. We're going to serve right now. The Lady Dogs up 21-19 in game 2. Left to right it goes. Oh, it's out. Oh, it's out. And that means 3 points. You just hate it. 3 point for Cooper. They got one. It's 21-20. Cooper will serve their libero. That's Hannah Turner. He goes right to left. Wiley, Lily new first touch. Davis a set. Burden got blocked. It's getting loud, but Burden got blocked for a point. Cooper, so Wiley was up 2, but the Lady Cougs have scored the last 2. Wiley 21, Cooper 21. 21 apiece. Wiley receives. Madison Burden. Set by Davis. Fight by Karis Christian. Cooper just get to it. It's on Wiley's side. This is Wimberly down the line, but Turner, the libero, digs it out. Now Kemp. That's out. That's out. Point Wiley. Kiana Kemp took the spike, but it goes long. Wiley gets the point, and in game 2, it's Wiley 22, Cooper 21. What a rivalry this has already become. Hashtag Southtown Showdown. Wiley serves. Left to right it goes. It's a good one. It ties up Cooper. Here's their third touch. Just a volley. Wiley has it. Miller sets up Burden. And on Wiley. Burden, the spike was not quite clean. It was going to fall, but it was ruled that the volleyball was kind of trapped up against her hand, that it was not kind of a truly clean touch. Point Cooper on the violation. We're tied at 22. Wiley receives the serve. Burden with the pass over to the center, Miller. She sets up for Karis Christian a spike, but it's dug out. Now Willis, Shimika Willis, but Wiley Davis gets to it. Now it's on Wiley's side, and it was back on Cooper's side now, and it's a spike into the net. And a point Wiley. Cooper spikes it into the net. It was Willis who kind of got a block of a Wiley attack that kept Wiley actually in it, because Wiley was kind of up against it, although now they're getting an appeal. They're at least going to appeal. They have put up Wiley's point right now on the scoreboard. It says 23-22. But now the officials, the two main officials, that's the one standing on the podium and the one on the floor, getting together. And yeah, it was blocked. It was blocked, and it's a point Wiley. So Wiley 23, Cooper 22, and Wiley will serve. No game point yet, but should Wiley get this point, they will have a game point. Riley Hayes, left to right service. Cooper's Garcia first touch, set purely, and then Willis, can only volley. Wiley has a free ball. Miller sets up for Landman. One-hander! One-hand chip down. It was a volley, and Wiley capitalized. 24-22 Wiley, meaning they have a Dr. Pepper game point. This is a game point. It's served by Hayes, and Wiley gets an ace. An ace for the Lady Dogs, and they take game 2 on the ace by Hayes. What a great match so far, but the Lady Dogs, 25-22 in game 2. So they've won game 1, 25-23, take game 2, 25-22. Woo! What else? What else do we have? We got to go to 3, though, for sure. Could Wiley sweep their Southtown rivals? They're going to try to take this in straight sets and clinch that number 3 seed. I think this could be far from over, though, but Wiley, a couple of nail biters, but they lead 2 games to none, and we're going to game 3. We'll take some breaks. Come back for it. You're listening to Wiley Lady Bulldogs Volleyball. We are powered by Taylor Electric Cooperative. It's on BulldogLiveOnline.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet John. John is a middle-class guy. Hello. John likes his sports talk. John likes his news talk. John likes rock and roll. That's right. John reads the sports section and the business section. John likes the game of billiards. John likes 8-ball and 9-ball and those fancy trick shots. John has plenty of room at his house for a pool table and maybe a game table. And maybe some game room chairs. And maybe a, dare I say it, yes, maybe even a bar. And right over there, John could put shuffleboard or air hockey or foosball. John will decide when he goes to Abilene Billiard Connection. Then John's wife will come in and decide what color and style. As long as John gets his billiard table, he doesn't give a rat's patootie. Really, a man's home is his castle, and in John's castle, there will be a game room. ABILENE Billiard Connection is at 2950 North 1st, so John and Mrs. John can completely outfit their castle's game room at really good prices from a local concern. Now that John is getting his game room, here's what John has to say. Hoo-ah! That's ABILENE Billiard Connection at 2950 North 1st.
WYLIE School District has remained an athletic and academic powerhouse by dedicating itself to hard work, determination, and creativity. In much the same way, ABILENE Teachers Federal Credit Union has remained a reliable source of great service and products since we were founded in 1950. Our 5-star rated mobile apps let you conduct banking at your convenience whenever and wherever you choose. So if you live or work in Taylor County, you're one of us. Join ATFCU and experience the team spirit that's kept us going for 65 years. But more importantly, for this game, go Dogs!
Dr. Pepper presents recording artists Macklemore and Ryan Lewis.
When you're growing up, the world tells you to be just like everyone else. But how boring would that be? When I started writing music, I found the best songs I ever wrote were when I was being completely honest. That's why Ryan and I decided to stay independent. We turned down major label deals because we wanted every single thing that had our name on it to be authentically us. The world needs more one-of-a-kind people. Dr. Pepper, always one of a kind.
Now, back to WYLIE Lady Bulldog Volleyball. Powered by Taylor Electric Co-op on 1280 AM KSLI.
And it's almost time for Game 3. We've had such a great atmosphere tonight and some really fine volleyball between the Southtown rivals, hashtag Southtown Showdown. And here for the third set, our sponsor is Lawrence Hall. Lawrence Hall bringing us game number 3. They offer the best vehicles from Chevy, GMC, Volkswagen, Lincoln, and Mazda, and the best customer service at Lawrence Hall. Teams are back on the sides they started the match on. That is the right side for WYLIE. Cooper on my left, so WYLIE's attack here in game 3 will be hitting and serving their balls right to left. Cooper will start with the serve. It's Cooper that is facing, though, an elimination set. Here in game 3, WYLIE up 2 games to none. Here WYLIE receives, goes to that's Davis. The spike down the line is dug out by Cooper's Pierce Bjorley. Now WYLIE has again on the right side. Miller going to set chip shot. Ginger Landman. Cooper's libero Turner has it. Now back again on WYLIE's side. Davis the spike. And that is down. Number 9, Keaton Davis has had a great match tonight in the Southtown Showdown. Gets a kill to start game number 3. 1-0 for the Lady Dogs. Madison Burton will serve. And here it goes right to left here in game 3. And it's in play. Cooper is a fake by Garcia. And then Jenica Willis spiked it. But WYLIE dug it out and countered with Lexi Miller. Nice play by the freshman, number 11, Lexi Miller. Not a spike, but just taking a deep 2-hand tip. And WYLIE goes up 2-0 in game 3. And then Burton serves it into the net. She has struggled with her serve for the most part. And every now and then tonight have mixed in just a timely ace. But a lot of service errors as well. But she'll head to the bench and get ready to come back in and block some shots. Here's WYLIE receiving serve, getting it to Dobie on a third touch. There's the other freshman. 2 freshmen this year for WYLIE. That was Lily Kate. Lily Kate Dobie. A spike and kill. WYLIE is up 3-1. It's going to be Ginger Landman. She served great tonight. Here's one, and just out. That was not out by more than maybe a couple inches. The line judge, the back judge, calls it out. Point Cooper, just underway in game 3. WYLIE with a chance to sweep. Going to be tough, though. I suspect Cooper play with that desperation. WYLIE tried to spike, but Cooper dug it out. Now Jada Willis. And it's down. A spike and kill for Jada Willis. She's a senior on this team. 3 all. And an ace for Cooper. Who was doing the serving there? Number 1, Alexis Garcia gets an ace with the Lady Cougs. They go up by a point. 4-3. Garcia serves again. This is Lily New first touch, a set by Davis. Here's a spike by Wimberly, but it's dug out Now Larkin takes the kill attempt. Diving dig for Wylie. It was Lily New to dig it out. Now it's back on the Coug side. They're setting up Larkin. Spike. New with a dig again on the back row. Now Wimberly got blocked. And blocked for a point. Cooper. Looked like Jada Willis with a block of Wylie's Avery Wimberly. Cooper's up by 2, 5-3 in game 3. Wylie receives. Sanders, first touch. That's Wylie's libero. Then a set. Keaton Davis tip shot. That was Doty. Now we got a double touch violation after Cooper had it, meaning that's going to be a point Wylie. The whistle blows. They get Cooper's setter there with the illegal set. That's Pierce Purely. So Wylie is down, but now just 5-4. Davis with a serve. And Cooper there. What do we got? And I think they just gave Wylie a point here for a net violation, Cooper, but now the officials, again, getting together. I wasn't sure about that one, but they did give Wylie the point. Cooper was on the attack. And then the whistle blew. They're talking things over right now, are the officials. Again, our game 3. Thank you so much, Lawrence Hall. Lawrence Hall, the best vehicles from Chevy, GMC, Volkswagen, Lincoln, and Mazda. And the best customer service at Lawrence Hall. There's another little kid dressed up in a costume. Something was going on tonight. These are tiny, tiny little kids, but I've had Black Panther in the house tonight. Doing some